10 centuries shall the fortress stand, walls of spirit wrapped in walls of fire. And horned lords shall bow their heads to one not yet born of the darkest sire. 1 century of blood and strife. The moon shall darken and none know why. The resting place at last is found of the 7th who soared so high. Last daughter of a forlorn line shall guide him into history. Beneath the crypts, prophecies clash, the war of ancient enemies.
Sareth, my faithful disciple, your father would be proud to see you this day. Initiated into the arts of magic, a fierce and noble warrior. You have all that you need to achieve your destiny. But you won't achieve it here. Your future is out there, in a distant land. I'm sending you to the free city of Stonehelm to meet a wizard named Menelag. He and I have certain mutual interests. Right now, he's looking for an artifact called the Skull of Shadows. Unfortunately, he's unable to progress any further in his search. At least not without this, the Chantry crystal that we retrieved. It was worth our pain to retrieve it, don't you think? Take it to Menelag and help him get the skull. Once you do, I think you'll know what's expected of you next. However, my dear boy, I am not sending you alone. You'll need a guide, a companion, perhaps even a guardian. She may even teach you a few other things.
What is your bidding, my master?
1 can travel lighter than 2, Sarah.
Am I to protect this boy? Fear not. This won't hurt a bit. Shh. By the way, my name is Zana.
So you're Sareth. Good to see you, lad. With those necromancers at the walls, watch it with that. I was getting worried. I trust you brought the Chantry crystal. Of course you have. Good. I'll take that, my lad, for safekeeping. Tomorrow we sail with it, and careful with that soup there, to the Temple Isle, resting place of the Skull of Shadows. Let Arentir throw his army against the walls. We'll be off sealing his doom.
Don't dismiss Arentir too lightly. There are rumors that he might be the Dark Messiah.
You're stuffing nonsense, girl. All 3 of us know better than that.
But the time is right for the prophecy.
I'll worry about dusty old prophecies. You worry about the expedition. You're in charge of it, after all.
Of course, Uncle. Good night. And to you too, Sareth.
Please don't tell me you find that sort of thing cute.
Listen well, boy. I know why you're really here, but Liana doesn't, and we'll keep it that way. Fenric's business doesn't touch her. Understood?
What are you talking about?
Perhaps you don't know, and that's probably for the best. The servants will show you to the guest house. Get some sleep, hero. We sail with the morning tide.
I'm sending you to the free city of Stonehelm to meet a sorcerer named Menelag. He and I have certain shared allegiances. Right now, he's looking for an artifact called the Skull of Shadows, for reasons of his own that are doomed to fail. He thinks you're going to help him, the fool. At least not without this, the Shantary crystal that we retrieved. However, boy, I don't trust you out there alone. I need someone to hold your leash. One can travel lighter than two, Sarah.
Don't worry. You'll learn to enjoy the pain. You can call me Xana.
You dance divinely, Lord Arantir.
We are all part of a much greater dance, my dear. I've simply performed the steps for longer than most. Well, well, look who's here.
So good of you to join us, Sarah. Do you want to learn about your destiny or your doom? Neither are what you think.
He'll learn soon enough. Go on, Leon. Dance with him, for as long as he'll allow it. Your first victim. Don't worry, boy. She won't be your last.
It has been 1,000 years, Zareth, since the seventh dragon banished our kind from the face of Ashar. For 10 centuries, we have waited for our vengeance. We have waited for you. You are the one foretold by the wizard Sarshazar, the dark messiah of ancient prophecy. You are my son and my heir, the herald of fire and of blood. The creature that accompanies you is yours. Use her as you see fit. Now, take up the skull of my ancient enemy and shatter the prison that holds me. This, my son, I command you. And once I am free, this world and every soul in it will be ours.
The Skull of Shadows is not for the likes of you, demon spawn. The seventh dragon did not sacrifice himself so that some demon's bastard could undo all his labors. I do this for the sake of all Ashan. The prophecy of the Dark Messiah ends here.
"10 centuries shall the fortress stand, walls of spirit wrapped in walls of fire. And horned lords shall bow their heads to one not yet born of the darkest sire. 1 century of blood and strife. The moon shall darken and none know why. The resting place at last is found of the seventh who soared so high.
At last, come to be my son and savior.
I have done your bidding, my master. Here is your son, delivered to you.
Son, someday I shall thank you for your fealty. All hell shall echo with your screams of devotion.
So, Father, I give you your freedom.
Rejoice, my son. Do you then shall bend us unto our will, or break it to pieces? I raise my arms, and for the first time in centuries, no chains bind them.
From darkness comes the light of flame. The demon lord by his hand was freed. Sovereigns both, they claimed the world, as Sarshazar had prophesied. 10 centuries shall the fortress stand, walls of spirit wrapped in walls of fire. And horned lords shall bow their heads to one not yet born of the darkest sire. 1 century of blood and strife. The moon shall darken and none know why. The resting place at last is found of the seventh who soared so high.
Sarah! Sarah! I shall flay your skins and souls for this!
Run! Run, my love! Get us away from here! Ah!
Enough! I do not seek your path, Father. I seek my own way, and I shall carve it with the skull.
Straight into your blood! I'll have you for this! Both of you! Remember that I am ancient and patient. One day I will be free, and I will teach you the full measure of agony!
From greed or fear he will decide. The chained one is left alone. The relic's power yet untapped, and Ashan's fate still yet unknown.